What's up guys? Welcome back, or if it's your first time to my channel, welcome back with you again today for what seems like, kind of the main thing I do over here, at least for right now, and that is a Goodwill used DVD haul, or movie haul. I think all these are DVD, but movie haul. Today, I got, 5 movies and a CD that I picked up from Goodwill just today, actually. I had to go out and grab groceries this morning, so did my normal and popped over to Goodwill before I went grocery shopping to see what they have. And it's like, I found pretty good handful of movies in my opinion. Some that I really wanted to add to the collection that were actually on my list, and some that once I saw them, I'm like, pick those up for $1.50. I mean, why not? But before we jump into it, as always, if you enjoy the content, please like, comment, subscribe, especially comments. If you take a few minutes out just to let me know what you thought about the video, what you thought about the pickups, I appreciate it. If you have any, obviously, if you have comments about the particular movies, how you feel about them, if you have any memories about any of the particular movies, that especially is very cool because I like talking about movies. That's why I have this channel. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. First off the bat, got a CD today, just one from the Goodwill. I found Don't You Fake It from the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. This CD is so good. It's got a lot of good, I think this may be one of those that there are no skips on this one. A lot of these though, there's, I was looking, because obviously Face Down is the big one, but I was looking on here and it's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 7 of the 11 tracks on this are bangers that I love. So ended up grabbing it 99 cents, and it's in really, the jewel case was messed up, was broken, so I ended up buying just a random other CD for 99 cents just so I could use the jewel case. But that's why there's not the usual price tag on it, but only $1. Ended up grabbing this. I never owned this one. But a lot of the times it's like me rebuying these CDs that I had as a teenager. I wish I never would have gotten rid of my CDs, but it's like I kind of was luckily I held on to my DVDs. Because my CDs were one of those things that I ended up purging because I was just like, I don't need to hold on to the CDs anymore. I have, Spotify, or I forget what it was because it wasn't Spotify. I didn't listen to Spotify at the time. But anyway, we have streaming now. I don't need the physical CDs. I end up getting rid of them all. So really wish I wouldn't have done that, but so I'm kind of rebuying or, buying CDs, especially Goodwill, like $1. Can't really beat that. So always check the CDs when you go into Goodwill. You never know what you might find. But the main reason I went, of course, was for movies. I found a couple today. Right off the bat, the first one here, got this from my fiance. Fortunately, she already has this movie. However, she does not have the Director's Expanded Edition of The Last Mohicans. I've actually never seen this movie before. I probably should watch it. I probably would enjoy it. But Daniel Day-Lewis, I'm looking. It says 2005, but I think it's older than that. I think that's just this particular edition. I really wish that they wouldn't do that. I wish that they would put 1992 original theatrical version. But here it's like an epic adventure and passionate romance unfold against the panorama of a frontier wilderness ravaged by war. Academy Award winner Daniel Day-Lewis stars as Hawkeye, rugged frontiersman and adopted son of the Mohicans. and Madeline Stowe is Cora Munro, aristocratic daughter of a proud British colonel. Their love, tested by fate, blazes amidst a brutal conflict between the British, the French, and their Native American allies that engulfs the majestic mountains and cathedral-like forests of colonial America. So, it is a period piece, and then got a nice gold slipcover there, which I hope that I can get the. I hate the Goodwill stickers; they're so cheap, and they're so difficult to get off. So hopefully, I can get it off this slipcover without ruining it. But enhanced. This says enhanced widescreen on there. Bonus features, anamorphic widescreen interactive menus, subtitles, and all that stuff. And then for a director's expanded edition, pretty. I mean, it may have had something in here that the previous owner just got rid of or threw away or lost or something. But yeah, you can see the title of it, but doesn't really say, other than the widescreen and all that kind of stuff, if there's any other special features or whatnot in here. So I don't know. I don't exactly know what makes this like a director's expanded edition and stuff like that. But this is the award series, winner of the Academy Award for Sound, apparently. But yeah, my fiance loves this movie. So I grabbed it. I really need to make a list. I have a list of my collection on my phone, so that when I go out, I can check it. That way I don't rebuy things that I don't need. Really need to do the same thing with her collection, so that way, I know I probably would have picked it up anyway, just because it's, Director's Expanded Edition, which again, other than maybe the picture quality might be better, I'm not really sure what's so special about it. Anyway, next up we got Walt Disney's Hercules. I have said it in past videos, but anytime I go out to like Goodwill, especially if there's Disney movies, especially during during a certain like kind of time frame, I pick them up. No questions asked. Like, especially if it's something I really, really enjoy, I buy it. Like, I'm getting to the point where it's like most of them I own now. This one I did not. I don't own this one. Luckily I found it. Luckily it's in good condition. Has some really nice disc art, and it's in really good condition considering it's like some of these like kids movies or family movies are usually pretty jacked up. It needs to be cleaned. But other than that, it's in pretty good condition. But yeah, most of these kind of movies are, you run the risk of them being in pretty bad condition, because I guess parents just give them to their kids, and their kids, just throw them around and, use them as a frisbee playing with the family dog or something. I don't know. Some of these are in really, really bad shape. But this is the Gold Collection, or the Classic Gold Collection. I don't know. It's I don't think it has anything. It has a Making of Hercules featurette in this one. So really, really good movie though. I remember watching this a couple times at school, at least. And like I said, I didn't have it, and it's a Disney movie, especially if it's in the 90s, between or like late 80s to the 2000s mark. It's like I'll usually pick it up. This one I didn't have in the collection, so I ended up grabbing that one. Next one, this is one that was on my list that I've been wanting to get. I almost bought it the other day, and I'm glad I didn't. I was going to grab it on eBay for like $3 or $4, but I didn't do it. And that is M. Night Shyamalan's The Village. So I ended up paying $1.50 for this. It's in, really good shape. It is the widescreen version. Has really nice disc art. Has a pretty like little bit of a booklet here. Of course, it's going to advertise some of M. Night Shyamalan's other works, which I'm a big fan. It's like all the ones that I've seen, especially like Sixth Sense, is fantastic. This one I absolutely love, and this is one of the exceptions. My fiance and I usually have the same kind of feelings or thoughts about movies. This is one that we did. Like, she doesn't like this movie. A lot of it has to do with the ending. I love it. I love it. Like, the ending is one of the things I think that ties it together that makes me love it even more. But this has got like scene selections, but it's got like a nice little like fold out book, if I can show it, because it's kind of strange. But it's got like content, and it's got like this here that then folds out like this. It's got, there's deleted scenes, there are featurettes, these deconstructing the village, shooting the village, casting, boot camp, editing and sound, scoring, those we don't speak of. Also apparently has Bryce's diary. Bryce Dallas Howard reads from her personal diary entries that she kept while working on the village. There's 4 deleted scenes. What else here? Production photo gallery. M. Night's home movie. Continuing his tradition, director M. Night Shyamalan includes a portion of one of his childhood films. Then it has your scene selection on here as well. Interesting. So yeah, that just tells you everything that's included on the DVD. So a lot of cool stuff on there. I'm really interested in the whole the featurettes about the making of the village, because I don't think I've seen any of those before. But M. Night Shyamalan's The Village here. The Village is a smart, edge-of-your-seat chiller crawling with terrifying surprises and frightening twists and turns. An isolated, tight-knit community lives in a mortal fear of an oppressive evil inhabiting the forbidden forest just beyond their tiny village. So frightening that no one ventures into the woods until one villager dares to face the unknown. With unforgettable performances from Joaquin Phoenix, Sigourney Weaver, William Hurt, Adrian Brody, and newcomer Bryce Dallas Howard, this powerful motion picture is one of Hollywood's best psychological thrillers and ranks with the best of Hitchcock. Some people would probably argue it's like, I think they went a little bit heavy. I do really enjoy this movie though. It's one that I've watched quite a few times. I've never owned it, but back when I was like a teen with Movie Channel, anytime I would find it, it would be on the Movie Channel, I would watch it. I really enjoy this movie a lot. I think it's great. I would agree with, the cast is superb. A lot of very talented people. They all work really well together. The chemistry and everything is really good. Just a solid movie. I really enjoy this one a lot, and I'm glad that I was able to find it at such a good price, because like I said, I just almost bought it the other day on eBay for like $4, and so ended up finding it today for $1.50. Next up, one of my fiance's favorites. I didn't own it. She's had it forever. I didn't have it. Queen of the Damned. I actually hadn't seen this until she and I got together. That was the first day. Then that was, that was probably right after we started dating. So, 4 years ago or so, since we just celebrated our 5-year anniversary. So it's like 4 years ago-ish that I watched it for the first time. Really enjoyed it. Probably not as much as her, but I think she has that kind of like nostalgia because she watched it when she was younger and everything, kind of connection to it. I really enjoyed it though. Like I said, didn't have it. I do have Interview. Don't have this one, so decided to grab it for $1.50. It's her time, her place. The wickedly regal mother of all vampires is ready to again rule. Aaliyah plays the title role in this stylish shocker based on Anne Rice's The Vampire Chronicles. Stuart Townsend portrays Lestat, the undead anti-hero previously seen in the movie version of Anne Rice's Interview with a Vampire. Of course, that was the role that Tom Cruise played in that in Interview with a Vampire. This time, Lestat finds acceptance in a tattooed and pierced world. He's a rock star, and his intoxicating goth rift sound rekindles the desires of all-powerful Akasha. So, Queen of the Damned. Like I said, I really enjoyed it the first time I saw it. It's like I would probably be down to watch it again because it's just, it's vampires, man. It's just vampires, and it's dark and gothic, and the music's really good. It's what more can I say about that? Like I said, didn't have it, so decided to grab it today. Last but certainly not least, this one I really enjoy this movie. This was before, kind of before the whole this was one of the. Let me just show you what the movie is. Superhero movie. This is the extended edition. This obviously from the same people that it wasn't, the Wayans didn't have anything to do with it. I was gonna say same people did Scary Movie, but this is not the Wayans. This was basically, I think, the group that took over once they were out, like later on in the Scary Movie franchise. Once you got, I think, to probably I don't know, how many did they make? 5? But later editions, I think probably in the 4 and 5 or whatever, it's like by that point, it's like, I think that's why the first 2 especially are so good, and why after that it really fell off. But then they started kind of having epic movie and superhero movie, and I think there was date movie and all these parodying of different genres of movies. This one's the exception for me, because that's I really enjoy this movie a lot. I caught this probably on the movie channel, I want to say, and really enjoyed it because it's I'm a big fan of superheroes. A lot of the parodies are of the Marvel movies. Drake Bell plays the title character. And it's it's mainly focusing or mainly spoofing Spider-Man, but it also, as you can see on the front, it does kind of poke fun at X-Men and Fantastic Four and all those movies as well. I really enjoy this one though. I've seen it a couple times, never owned it. From the guys who brought you Scary Movie and The Naked Gun, we got Superhero Movie. Spider-Man, X-Men, and the Fantastic Four will never be the same after this outrageously funny spoof of your favorite comic book movies. Drake Bell stars as a nerdy high school student bitten by a genetically altered dragonfly. He stumbles hilariously through the process of becoming a crime fighter, and as his new powers grow, so do the laughs. Sarah Paxton, Christopher McDonald co-star as the clueless damsel in distress and the comically intense supervillain, along with Pamela Anderson and Leslie Nielsen. Going from super zero to superhero has never been so much fun. And then with the special features, I guess, because it says it's longer, funnier, more outrageous, so I guess it's going to be a longer version of the movie, but it also has commentary by the writer-director Craig Mazin and producers David Zucker and Robert K. Weiss. Alternate ending, deleted scenes, meet the cast, the art of spoofing, and theatrical trailer. But yeah, it's same on the inside here. And I hate this. I hate when this became a thing. These were so unnecessary. These like little clips. So unnecessary. And then that is the disc for this one. Yeah, I really enjoy this one. This one's a lot of fun. I'm a sucker for superhero movies, especially like the Marvel movies. I remember really enjoying this one. It's like it's been a long time since I've watched it. Maybe I may not feel the same now, but I remember really enjoying it. And obviously, you can see some of the other people that are in it as well. You know, Tracy Morgan there. But I remember really liking it back in the day. So I ended up picking it up. I mean, for $1.50, I mean, can't really beat that. That's the great thing about going to Goodwill is the price. I mean, you again, I think I spent about $10 and walked out with all of these movies. So, I mean, that's the biggest thing is just like you can't really beat the price. The only thing that deters me a little bit, at least about the Goodwill that I go to, it's like a lot of Goodwills, at least here in Georgia, do some sort of a special tag thing, where it's like certain weeks, or each week a certain color tag will be like half off or something like that. They don't do this at the Goodwill that I go to, or none of the Goodwills in my area now since I moved do that. So that kind of bites, because it would be obviously nice to get this stuff for even cheaper. Not that I would probably end up saving money, because I'd probably just buy twice as much. But, it is what it is. Normally, I go in and, I'll grab a big old stack of movies, and then I'll go over to the side and kind of whittle it down, check my list to make sure it's like, do I actually own any of these? To make sure that's my first kind of filter. And, ones that I already have, I put away or I put back, and then kind of whittle my way down. Try to allot myself, $10, or, sometimes I can only go and spend a couple of bucks, grab one or two movies. But usually I try to stay, reasonably priced. Don't want to spend too much, at least at one time. But I think I got some good ones. Let me know what you think. If you've seen any of these, if I don't know, maybe one of these I pulled, I showed you, and you're just like, oh God, like what, you spent money on that? I mean, even let me know that. I don't care, as long as you're respectful. Have at it. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Comments, I love those. Take a couple seconds to let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know what you think about the haul. But that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay awesome and keep collecting.